Hello. Sorry for the delay, guys. Okay, just before we start this press conference, we'll take the normal format of the broadcast section first, and then the cameras off, and then the written section, which is embargoed for 10:30 this evening. Just want to reiterate, all questions will be in English, and all answers will be in English as well. We're delighted to welcome Kalidou to you, and we'll start with Mark from Sky.
Kalidou, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Chelsea, welcome to the Premier League.
Thank you.
You've been linked with the Premier League for a number of summers and a number of transfer situations. Why do you think it was this summer and Chelsea was the one that happened?
Yeah, it's true that it's a long time that the Premier League wanted me to come. It make a time, but I believe in God, I believe in the destiny, so I think the moment was now. Maybe before nobody was ready, maybe the club from Napoli didn't want me to come. Even I'm not a player who like to go fighting with my club to leave. I have a lot of respect for the owner, for the supporters, and I never fight with my club to go out. So, but I think that this time was the good time to leave Napoli. I made like 8 years over there. I had a lot of good moments with the supporters, with my teammates, with my staff. I learned a lot about football, and I think I was to the end of my story with Napoli. So I decided with my family and my friends to come in Chelsea. And why Chelsea? I think because it's the only club who wanted really that I come. We had the first link in 2015, I think, when Conte come. They wanted me to come here. It didn't happen, but I was always linked to Chelsea, and this time the time was good. Everything was in the stars was in the good line. So I came here, and I'm really happy to join Chelsea and to join the Premier League. And I want to thank everybody here in Chelsea, because everybody was waiting for me to come. And when I came, I was already home. So I'm really happy to be here today.
You're 31 years old now. Do you think Chelsea are getting you in your prime? You're playing your best football at the moment. And when you look at Thiago Silva, who's 37, do you feel like you could be here for as long as that?
I hope I will be here for a long time. It's true that I am 31, but I know that I can give some years here. I want to give everything for the club. They have a lot of confidence on me, so I want to give them on the pitch. I want to show on the pitch that they made a good choice with me. So I will do my best to give everything I have, because I'm really happy to be here. And I want to show everybody that they make the good choice, and I want to help this team, because this team is fantastic team, with fantastic players, winners, big staff, big supporters, big society. So I'm really happy, because from the first day I'm like a baby in a shop of jokes. I'm scoping everything, and I'm really happy. So I want to give them everything on the pitch, and I think at 31 years old I'm at the good moment in the good city, so in the good club. So I think I want and I will stay long here.
There was a lovely moment that appeared here this week where you were filmed phoning Chelsea legend John Terry. Can you just tell us a little bit about how that came about? And for you, was that a nervous phone call to make?
Yeah, it's true. I was nervous a bit, because I was waiting to sign my contract first in Chelsea, and it happened the day before, in the night at 1 o'clock. So I was happy. And the second thing is that I wanted to know which number was free. And speaking with the team manager, he tell me like some numbers, and he didn't tell me the 26. And I asked him for the 26, and he told me, but I do my research before, and I see that John leave it in 2017, and nobody took it from this time. So I was a bit asking myself, or it's retired, or maybe nobody wanted to take it. So I asked Gianfranco Zola, who was a player for Chelsea also, who I know very well because we have the same person who working for our business in Italy. I talked to him because he told me the story of Chelsea. You have to know everything when I come somewhere. So I asked a lot of questions to him about the club, about the structure, about the supporters. And I asked him the number for John because I wanted to ask him the jersey, and he gave me always directly the number. And I called him. At the beginning, he didn't believe that it was me. He believed that it was a joke. So he put out the phone and called first like the team manager to ask if it's really me. And after I asked him like respectfully that I wanted to take his jersey, his number. I know that it's a number for him very important, and it's also for me a very important number because I took it directly when I went to Napoli, and I wanted to keep it for here in Chelsea. And when he told me yes, I was really happy because I know what he did for the club, I know what he did for the supporters, what he did for the city here, and I know that it's very important to ask him first before to wear it. So I prefer to ask him, and he gave me his answer, and I was happy. So I wanted to tell everybody that I asked him before because I don't want to be respectful with a legend in the club. So I tell him that I have to ask him before to wear it, and he say yes. So I'm really happy.
But you put the phone down first.
He put the phone down, first because he didn't believe that it was me.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, going to move on to Ian now.
Hi, nice to meet you, Chelsea.
Thank you.
In a way, you're replacing another club favourite in Antonio Rudiger, who left last summer. You're clearly not afraid of a challenge in terms of getting the 26 shirt from John Terry and coming in and replacing someone like Antonio Rudiger.
Yeah, Antonio is a really good player. I like him. I know what he did for Chelsea. I know that which player he is because I used to play against him when he was in Roma. So he's a nice player, good player. He make a lot here in Chelsea, and I'm happy for him to when he joined Real Madrid. But for me, it's not a pressure. I'm really happy to be here. I don't want to be like the guy who replace Rudiger. I want to be another player. I'm Koulibaly. I'm not a Rudiger. I'm not the same joke. I'm not the same skills. I don't play like him. So if everybody wants me to play like him, I'm not the player who can play like him. I have another style. I have another I would say another idea about the football. So I will try to do my best to give everything for the team, to give solidity to the team. I know that it will be difficult for me because I come from Italy. I have to look the Premier League football is really different. So I think it will be difficult for me, but I'm ready because I'm really motivated. I want to show everybody that Chelsea make the good choice with me. So I'm really easy. I want to start to play to show everybody that I was ready to play in Premier League and to show that the supporters of Chelsea that they can have confidence with me.
Over here, we say this is the best league in the world, and you're going to be taking on the likes of Erling Haaland, obviously Mo Salah, Harry Kane, some of the biggest names in terms of world strikers. Does that give you any concerns at all?
No, it's good. It's good. I'm happy. I like the duels. I like the one against one. I like to give solidity to my team. I like to defend. So for me, it's the right place. I know that we have a lot of good attackers here. We know that we have some of the best players in the world in this league. So I know that it will be difficult for me, but I'm easy. I want to show everybody that I can be the defender that everybody thinks. And really, I was excited to start because I want really to play football and to play in Premier League. For the rest, I'm easy. I don't think too much about the other players. I think about my team, and I want to help my team to give something more to my team. And this is the most important. I prefer to win every game, even if we take goal. But my first idea is to don't take goal, because if we don't take goal in front, we have like a lot of talents, a lot of big players, and they can score every time, everywhere. So if you give this solidity to the back, I think in front they will have no worries about in the head, and they will score a lot. So for me, this is the most important.
Finally, from me, you're obviously a very popular chap because wherever you've been given citizenship of the place where you've lived. Most notably in Napoli. They even named you. So first of all, do you think you're ever going to get the freedom of the City of London? And what piece of food would you like to be named after you while you're at Chelsea?
I don't know. I will see, because I discover everything in London. For the moment, I'm trying to visit the city, to think about football, to feel the atmosphere of the city. Is a bit different of Napoli, because at Napoli everything was warm. Everybody was talking about football all the time. Even when I was bringing my children to school, I was speaking football with the other parents of the children of the school of my son. But I'm discovering everything here. I want to take my time. I want to visit everything with my family, with my friends, to feel the atmosphere, and after I will tell you.
They might name fish and chips after you at the end of the season.
I know that fish and chips is good because my wife take it last time, so she enjoy it, and if she enjoy, I will try everything, but I cannot tell you now.
Okay, we'll have one from Liam, Alistair, then Raman.
Hi Kalidou. How do you think you'll maybe have to adapt your game, making the transition from Serie A to the Premier League, and also playing in Thomas Tuchel's defensive system?
Yeah, I have to adapt for everything, because the speed everything is faster. And I have to think faster, my head have to go faster, my eyes have to go faster, and this is the most difficult for a player who come in the Premier League. Because in Serie A everything is more with the brain, more like calm. Everything you have to think of every movement, and here you have to think very fast. So this is the first thing that I have to change. And after, also on the pitch, you see that the ball is going faster. The player it's a new system for me, 3-5-2. So I have to adapt everything, and I'm thankful to the staff, because they give me all the things to understand everything, and they talk a lot with me. Also the other players like Thiago, like Aspi, they used to talk with me for me to adapt very fast. So this is the most important for me, to have the good behavior for understand everything fast. I know that I will need time for sure. I cannot be the player like everybody is waiting at the first game, but I will take my time. I will give everything I can for the moment, and I know that in 2 or 3 months I will be the one for everybody is waiting for. But for the moment I'm really easy. I think about game after game, and I'm thinking about the game of Saturday for the moment, and to prepare and to help the team that if the coach give me the opportunity to start, I will give everything for the team and for the supporters, that they will be happy.
Hi Kalidou. Obviously there's a new ownership here now, a new era at Chelsea Football Club, and you're the second signing of that era. Can I ask you what the conversations were like with the new owners when you first spoke to them, and what sort of impression and the dream did they say they had for the club?
Yeah, they gave me a big impression, good impression, because they're American, and when I talk with the owner, he directed me that he want me. He don't pass like he didn't tell me have a big discuss. He tell me that he want me to play for Chelsea. He want me to be part of this new era. It's true that it's a transition. It's a big transition, and everybody have to adapt. and maybe I'm new in this club, but everything is new for everybody here because there is a new owner, and the owner is making everything to have the team competitive with everybody and in every game. So I think it will take time, but the time is like will be good for everybody to adapt. But I think it will be a good future for Chelsea, for everybody.
Can I also ask you something about just changing tack a little bit? Some comments made by the Napoli owner yesterday. I don't know if you saw these. The Napoli owner said that he wouldn't sign any African players if they wanted to play in the African Cup of Nations. I just wondered, as someone who'd been at Napoli, what you thought of that.
It's up to him. He wanted to tell this, but for me, the most important is to respect everybody. I always respect everybody. And when I played there, I was playing also for Senegal, and I win the AFCON with the Senegal when I was playing in Napoli. It's true that it was a difficult moment for them when we went in the AFCON, but we win it, and I'm really happy today. So I think just that we have to have respect of the national team also, because you cannot speak about a African national team like this. I think you have to have respect, like you have the respect for the European national team. So as captain of Senegal, I think that is not the good way to speak about African national team. But I respect what he think. If he think that the team can play without African player, it's up to him. But I think not everybody have the same idea as him in the club, because I know everybody over there. I know the supporters, and the supporters don't think like this. I know that also some people who make part of this society and this team have not the same idea as him. So it's up to him. It's not an idea of the society of the city, because the city is really respectful with every trainer. So I think that. I take this word like it's what he think, not what the city think, or not what the society is thinking.
Okay, we've got last two now, Rahman and Victor.
You about Edward Mendy. You spoke to John Terry before signing, but did you have a conversation with Edu?
Of course. Edu is a brother for me. We talk a lot about Chelsea when we are in national team. Like I talk about Napoli. So when we was in vacation, he texts me a few messages, not this pressure, but was like, let's come to play with me in Chelsea. It will be fun if you come, everything. And Jorginho make the same. So I think I have a double pressure, double pressing on me. But it was not bad. It was like friendly, because I like them. They are very nice guys. I'm used to have like some good moments with Jorginho in Napoli. We spend a lot of years together. We win some matches together. We was used to be every day together. And when he asked me to come in Chelsea, I was not sure, because I didn't know if the owner wanted me to come or not. But he was starting with Jorginho, and after Edu, all the time he's speaking with me. And as player of Senegal, we win the AFCON together. And when I had the possibility to join him here in Chelsea, I was really happy. And I remember that the last week we was always speaking together to know if I come or not. And when I told him that I signed, he was really happy, and we was all happy, because our family can spend more time together here in London. And with Jorginho, I missed him a lot, because when he left Napoli, I lose something. But now I'm here with him, so I'm really happy to be with those guys, and everybody with the team give me a good welcome. So I'm really happy to be here.
Last one this section.
Kalidou, hello, Victoria for BBC Sport Africa. Not many Senegalese have played for Chelsea. You're the fourth one, if we count Papi Djilo. How big is it for Senegal to have another player in the Premier League, and especially at Chelsea? And do you think this choice, and you playing with Edu week in, week out, will help your team, your national team as a whole ahead of the World Cup. And I know, just if we could go back to what we said about your former president, if you can tell us if you were ever asked to refuse to play the African Cup of Nations by your club, what would you do? And maybe go further and tell us what it meant for you playing and winning the African Cup of Nations, and what it would mean for all the African players if more clubs' president would think the same as your former president.
I will try to remember everything. The first question, please.
The first question is about being the fourth player
yeah.
from Senegal to play for Chelsea.
Yeah, it's true that I am the fourth player after Dembaba, Papi Djiloboji, Edo. It's good to be here because they had confidence of Senegal player, and to be the fourth one is good. But I had a pressure also of my brother because he's a big fan of the blues from we had children, and he was used to watch the games, so he obligated me to watch the game of Chelsea. So I think it was the destiny, everything. And when I signed here, he was the first happy, and I think this helped me a lot. And after, when I see that every Senegalese people was happy that I signed in Chelsea, it made my choice more easier, more secure for me, because I want to have love with me. So when I see every Senegalese people like happy for me to come in Chelsea, and when I get a message from Moussa Sow, a big friend of Dembaba, who tell me that Demba is really happy that I signed here, I was really secure of my choice. And after, I think that it can be more look for the Senegalese national team, because I play with Edo here now. So everybody will look Chelsea now in Senegal, and also in Napoli, because when I signed here, even the supporter of Napoli said that they will support the Chelsea. So I'm really happy of my choice, and I am really happy that I bring a lot of love with me. So this was really important for me. And for the words about the national team and the African player, nobody tell me to don't go for AFCON or something like this. Maybe sometimes they try to ask as with my manager or something like this. But me now as captain of Senegal, even as a player of Senegal, for me when the AFCON come, I have to be the first one there, the first one in Senegal. And when this December I was also injured, so I came earlier in Senegal to start my training with the team. So I was really happy and excited to start the AFCON, and nobody can tell me to don't go for my national team. I have lot of love for my national team, for my country, for the people where I play for. So if somebody tell me to don't go for my national team, I think that it's the only time that I can fight with somebody. But for the rest, I think that the way we did all the time with my national team, we are all respectful. When we wait everybody to come from the Premier League, I think they come a bit late. But after, when everybody come, everybody was happy to be there. So everybody think the same thing as me in my national team, and I think in Africa everybody think like this. So they have respectful for their country. And if somebody tell them to don't come, I think they will all fight to come in the national team. This is the most important. We have to be. Everybody have to give us respect, like we give respect to everybody. This is the most important, I think.
Okay, cheers. We'll end the broadcast section there. So cameras off, please. And then we stay here, and then just from the written guys.
Okay.